Ooh, that's a big boy. Ooh, run! Run away! Over here. Let these people fight. Thank you very much, girl, for helping. You were no helping. Just stood there. Oh, that was fun. Watch nothing be over. Purple ones there. He could stealth this thing because they're all over the place. Anything was up there. I didn't see anything, at least. If anything was up there, I didn't see it. Ah, I'm dead. Oh no. Far back did that put me? Because it's got auto save. I don't. Well, I mean, maybe you can manual save. I don't know. My aim was better. Do it again. Okay, let's get out of here. I think I picked up a few. An assault rifle. Actually, I probably do want to equip that there. Okay, let's do this again. I got an assault rifle now. Ammo in it, that's for sure. Old. Walk right in this place.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
I walked from over there.
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
Walked from there.
You talk too pretty for a marauder.
Yeah.
Most of them just grunt and yell. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office.
Strange Land.
He's up in the tower above the cannery.
Good book,
Head
by the
into
way.
town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer? Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
Happens when you can't, yeah.
Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge. Quotas, mostly. Got a backlog of graves to fill. Bodies won't bury themselves.
What happens if you don't pay? Sure.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad. Yeah? Former people, yeah. Marauders been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards. Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna duck my pay. You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, braving the wilds. Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose. A body grows accustomed.
Yeah, you just get used to the plague. That's no big deal.
Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the 1. All my life? Work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem's the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees.
Oh.
I could really go for some salt tuna.
I could really go for some salt tuna.
I steal when nobody's looking. Nobody's looking, you steal it. Ammo in their kitchen. That's pretty cool. Never know what might need to dig up something. Stolen everything we can out of that place. Bet you that's a dump. Since played Trip Anywhere is probably because I can. We're gonna be able to carry all this stuff on. Good kit. Good kit. Subscription is expired. Like how you have to pay for all of it. F. Huh. Go to Edgewater. See what's going on. Hearing snake sounds.
Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
Cows.
I appreciate the company and all, but you really ought to leave. You don't want to be seen around me. Because I'm sick. You don't want to associate with people in the sick house. We're not worth your time. I'm in about as much trouble as I can be. No reason you ought to be tarnished by association. People are gonna talk. Figured it was obvious. I got sick. Couldn't get better on my own. Got moved here for everyone's sake. Maybe you don't know this, but there's a real simple reason you don't talk to the plagued. You don't want what we've got.
Makes sense.
Don't. Please. I could get into a lot of trouble. That's kind of you to say, I suppose. But I don't need help. What I need is to understand my own folly. Company always tells us, weak spirits lead to weak bodies. If I didn't want
Work
to fall
harder and
sick
you
with
wouldn't have got
plague,
sick.
maybe I should have worked harder. Maybe I should have taken more pride in my work. I really wish you wouldn't say those sorts of things. I told you once already. People could be listening.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm feeling a touch faint. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a spell.
Close the door. I had no reason to close the door, you know. Door, you know, I wanted to be able to... Like this, maybe. Wanted to look over stuff.
Serves you right, dissident! Something's not right. Place the company ammo! And stay down, miscreant!
Hey, you're dead. You don't need that.
Sick days come out of my pay.
Something's not right.
Take him down! Waste of company ammo!
They start asking you for some medicine, come tell me. I'll set them straight.
We won't want to give him medicine or anything. I need your money.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness. We don't believe in free anything here in Edgewater. We're a Spacer's Choice company.
Yeah, everything
I'm
costs everything.
Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment. Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions. As broke as pie crust, friend. Bitless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch. Thank you, no. I despise the cereals. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies. Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings. Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
What can you give him?
Much obliged.
Hey. He's gonna get some gold teeth out of this guy.
What can I do for you? You know about Eugene? How?
I walked in that room and read about it, you idiot.
Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave. That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I? Yes, I suppose I must. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Here's money. Work my way around and see what they're doing.
Another day at the cannery.
Don't go knocking your work. At least we've got work.
Got all kinds of mods. Pick up the mushrooms. Gotta be something hidden back here somewhere. Right over that way. I could just carry my gun around.
I don't know you.
I don't know you.
Amelia Kim, Spacer's Choice Beverage Dispenser. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here. Am I that easy to read?
Yep, you are.
Yeah. We've been having some problems lately. Loyalty issues, lines in the sand. I know where folk in Edgewater stand. But you, I don't know you. If you're gonna have a drink, I'd like to ask that you do it within the premises. Can't have you taking drinks over to those deserters. Traitors. The lot of them. Bunch of folks decided they were tired of working and went out into the wilds to fend for their own selves. Town's already struggling to make quotas, even without that band of slackwits abandoning their posts. Bunch of lazy, shiftless rung leeches. Anyway, enough about them. What can I do for you? Do you now? And what makes you think Mr. Thompson wants to talk to you? He's a busy man. You want to talk to Mr. Thompson, try ignoring your duties. He'll summon you up to that great big tower atop the cannery, and you'll get yourself a proper dressing down. It is a good thing. If you're not pulling your weight, you don't deserve to live here. Simple as that. Coming right up.
I love that. It's hilarious. Water without the hydrogen or the water without the water. Bunch of nanners. Got him and everything to talk
Never
to.
seen you here before. You a visitor? Welcome.
Boy, sounds familiar.
On behalf of the Spacer's Choice family, let me welcome you to where am I again? What? No, I'm Winslow. Lester Winslow. Says so right on my permanent record.
He's just stupid.
Oh, it's fine. I'm only on my 3rd bottle. I don't start heaving up my guts as long as I can count to 3. Company lets me imbibe as much 0G brew as I can afford. Even gave me a discount on account of my injury. You jealous yet? Yep. Got my mitt stuck in a rotor wheel. Shredded my wrist up real good. Conrad went and sewed up my hand, but I couldn't do much about the pain. Boss was real generous to me, though. Got myself a 5% discount on 0G brew. After the 2nd bottle, the only pain I feel is emotional. Hey, Conrad's a surgeon. Well, he's a barber. That's like surgery, but for your hair.
Surgery for your hair.
Staying long? You read the latest report?
Only the part that said we ain't making our quotas.
If only.
Like how you can't steal anything, but you can open pretty much any door you want to. Probably cost you money. Probably the girls' room. Freedom. Now with the extra added artificial ingredients at no cost. It's lovely. What's this door? We don't want you looking at us while we're doing this. More lockpicks. Pico the Loco. Yeah, you can pretty much steal anything you want to as long as nobody's looking at you. I might get to the point where I won't be able to carry anything else, that's for sure. I'm new in town and all of a sudden you're missing a bunch of stuff. Look at you crawl over there. There is fall damage, so I don't want to fall. Stolen everything I can steal.
Almost lost a finger in the cannery today.
Just the way it goes, I suppose.
Welcome to the Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading brand in frontier justice. The office is writing a promotion. Purchase 3 criminal investigations and the 4th one's free. As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity. His likeness decorates many a wanted poster. Do you have any relevant information about this individual? I am obliged to warn you against forming acquaintanceships, friendships, partnerships, or any felicitous relationship with a wanted criminal. I am also obliged to inform you of our referral program. For every criminal you refer to the authorities, the board will reward you.
Just said he kidnapped me and all that stuff.
Wells has been wanted for as long as the board decides he has been wanted. This decision will be made in accordance with Wells's behavior upon arrest. Unfortunately, the arrest of Mr. Wells falls outside my authority. I enforce the company policy of Spacer's Choice in the region of Emerald Vale.
Of course you do.
Wells is wanted by the board. If you have information related to the location of Phineas V. Wells, you are required to submit that information to your nearest board authority. I represent Spacer's Choice. Spacer's Choice is a wholly owned subsidiary of Universal Defense Logistics, which is itself a member of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Board. Also, I specialize in processing fingerprints, so unless you're carrying Wells's finger on you, there's not a lot I can do for you.
Finger.
Something to report? Know how to carry yourself in a fight? I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just 1 per marauder, please. I'll dust off the old fingerprint roller.
Servers are defunct and obsolete.
Friend of mine died a couple weeks back. Still ain't passed.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy. You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state? Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help. Oh, hey, I'm sorry.
Why are they on
I
freelance?
didn't mean nothing by it. Wasn't trying to insult you. was just you ain't one of us. A spacer, I mean. Stands to reason you got no company looking after you. Not your fault, though. Even freelancers gotta eat. And if that means they must scratch some bits out of odd jobs, who am I to judge them? At least you're not a deserter. Look, I'm sorry. Never had much in the way of social graces. But the job is a good one if you're interested.
Probably want some medicine or something.
Couple hours out of your day and some light second story work. That's all. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Of course.
I'll do what I can. I tried medicating myself with adrenatime. Didn't do much for me, as far as I can tell. Anyway, I can't just buy medicine. Distribution of medicine is strictly prohibited to any workers beneath the acceptable margin of health. Company policy.
Medicine, you know. Yeah.
More like the company won't treat me because I'm not healthy enough. You will not find any guards within sight of that old place. Marauders, on the other hand. I have it on good authority. There's a gang of them squatting there. I advise stepping softly. So you'll do it then? You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it. Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over. Probably tracking mud all over the archives.
Of course they are.
I know that, but I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
Stealing your stuff while you're standing there. Oh, there, because you're not in here. You're not looking at me, so I can swipe. Nope, you can eat.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
Just gotta keep our heads up.
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead. All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic. I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do. All right, here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape. So I'm reaching out to you. I'm paid better than Abernathy. Whatever he's giving you, I will do you one better. That's all I can ask of you.
Don't worry, the other. I gotta steal this medicine.
Move along.
Move along. This button should do something secret. I'll go back to that door right there.
Something got you down?
Nothing. Just don't want
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. And before you ask, I'm all out of deluxe salt tuna. All I've got is gourmet.
Probably the same thing.
You ought to go have a talk with the boss, Reed Thompson. He's up in his tower above the cannery.
I'll get there sooner or later.
Music to my ears.
You know he's not gonna have anything. Yeah.
Work your jaw on some Spacer's chalk. Music to my ears.
Work your jaw on some Spacer jaw. I have a lot of heavy weapons. Do I have? I have no way for it anyway. Bought that. Still have the shovels back to him. After Party, that's another game I'm going to play pretty soon. Do this. Rebuilt mining gear. Come over here and get in here.